In this video, I'm going to show you how to build a 100% automated AI social media system that will change the way you handle content. So imagine taking any idea, article, or piece of news and transforming it into highly optimized posts for whether it's LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, or even Instagram. So this simple automation drastically boosts productivity, engagement, and of course efficiency, saving you hours every single week. So imagine from a single input, just generating AI created images tailored to each platform's dimensions, along with perfectly crafted posts. So with this system, your only job is to provide the initial idea. So the AI handles the rest, just summarizing the content, creating platform specific posts, and even generating images, all without any manual effort. So if you're looking for personalized help implementing AI automation systems to grow your business, then book a free one-on-one call with me. Links in the description. Plus, join my free community group where I share more valuable insights and resources not found on my YouTube channel. Links also down below. So getting started, we're going to be using a no-code tool called make.com, where this just allows you to connect with your different applications and, just streamline your operations. So I've created plenty of videos like this in the past and actually showed you how to, use make.com and set up triggers and everything like that. So it's specifically for beginners. So I'll include a link for that to check that out. But we're also going to be building this, step by step. So I'll show you how to do everything as I usually do. But, this is just what the automation currently looks like and, what it will look like when it's finalized. So we're starting off with a Google Sheets and we're just watching when something gets added. So basically what this automation is doing is taking a piece of information and expounding on it or summarizing it. And then, we're then talking to our AI assistants that are very versed in specific industries. So for me, I want it to be versed in AI automation, and then I'm having it create crafted posts for each of my platforms. So Facebook, Twitter, or X, and Instagram and LinkedIn. So as you can see, once we come into Google Sheets, we have a few different links, which I'll just link to different articles and everything like that. So I want to post about an article. So let's go ahead and check out the latest one. So this is the best AI social media tools to revolutionize your content. So I think this could be a cool article to post about on my social media. So I think we're going to go ahead and choose this. So we'll go ahead and just copy this link, and we're just going to go ahead and paste it back into our Google Sheets. So every time something new is added to our Google Sheets, our automation will run. So I don't have it currently set right now to run, but all you would do is just turn the scheduling on. Then you would set how often you want this to run. So you can have this run, once a day, every day, on specific days of the week. And, you could set this to run every 15 minutes or so. But I'm going to keep this off because I want this to run manually. And you could also, to do it manually, instead of, having to run once every time. Basically, all you have to do is just run on demand. Okay, schedule. And once I hit this, it'll just run the automation. But it doesn't really matter if you keep the scheduling on or off. Basically doing the same thing. But now that we have this article in there, I want to summarize the article. So I actually wanted to show you how to do this step by step. So we're going to go ahead and create a new scenario. So all we'll do is just go to our scenarios, and at the top right in a second, you will see create a new scenario. So once that loads up, we'll just click create a new scenario. So like before, we're always starting off with a trigger. So in this case, we're doing a Google Sheets, and we're going to be watching whenever something gets added. So we're going to watch new rows, and from here, you'll just have to simply connect your account. All you do, go to connection, click add, and you'll just sign in with your Google account. Simple stuff there. And we're just going to choose our spreadsheet ID. So we'll just search that up. So I have it listed as social media automation, and then we'll just find the table it's in. So pretty simple right here, because I only have one table just called articles. But if you have, many different tables, it just helps with organization and everything like that. So choose the sheet name, articles, and we'll just do the limit as 1 because we only want this to, watch one article. And then we'll just choose all for specific IDs. And we'll go ahead and run this and see if it collects that. So as you can see, it's collecting the first article from there, which was Perplexity. Sorry. So we're going to have to edit this a little bit. So instead of that, we're going to enter our article there. And now we'll try to run this again. Go to this automation. There it is. So there's the article that came up, but now we want to actually scrape the information from that article. So how we do that is using a LLM called Perplexity. And this just helps, us do research so it can summarize the articles, by web scraping the specific website. So all we'll do here is just search Perplexity, and we're going to create a chat completion. So we'll just use this Llama Sonar small model, and we'll add a message. And basically this will be the articles A. So we'll choose that, and the role will just be, we could do user. We're gonna leave the rest of this alone, but now we're gonna click OK. And now we'll try to run this once and see what happens. So because there wasn't a new article added, as you can see, it was watching for any articles added into some of these following rows. Nothing was added there, so it didn't run the automation. But we're going to add that article again, run this once. So I forgot to include any prompting and really only gave it the parameters. So it's not going to be doing exactly what I wanted it to. So as you can see, if you come down into the results, it's just giving a brief, not summary, but it's just giving a brief rundown of the article. But if we just go ahead and say, summarize the article for me, and this is the article right here. So we'll click OK, and that looks good. So now we want to actually have this summary and actually craft it into a tailored post, whether that's for Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter. So what we do here is, because it's going to be going into all these different paths, we have to include a router. So this just allows us to make different paths. So I'm going to add 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now what we want to do is, come in and find our assistants. So for Facebook, I have a different assistant for each one. So as you can see, I have a long-winded list of instructions. So we're going to go ahead and copy this. And I'll actually remove these just so it makes it easier to paste them all in. But you get the idea of paths and everything. So go up to here, we'll connect this to our router, connect that, and we'll just go ahead and check out this prompt. So I actually created a document or a Google Docs of what this prompt looks like. So it just kind of briefly goes over everything. But if you would like access to this document, then I'll include it into my Facebook community, so you can find that in there. But essentially, I'm just giving it the article and summary. So to actually map this, to find the article and summary, all you're doing is coming to Perplexity, go to choices, message, and content, and there's the article right there. And basically, this is a Facebook bot, and I wanted to assume the role of a knowledgeable Facebook expert in AI automation, because that's what my audience is mainly based in, is AI and automation and what they have interest in. So that's what I post about. So, and then I say you'll be given a summary of an article. Your task is to craft an optimized Facebook post based on the article, following Facebook posting best practices and the structure outlined below. So then I gave it some key points to consider. So main ideas, telling it to start with concise overview, and I also gave it some examples. So one of the examples will go to number 4. So it'll say, we're hiring, join our growing team. If your job posts aren't attracting the right candidates, here's a tip: engage not just those actively looking for a job, but also passive candidates, and encourage referrals from friends and family. So that's one of the examples, but I have plenty of others. So yeah, pretty simple stuff there. And I tried to organize this as best as possible, but you could separate it a little bit more to just make it more readable. So if you wanted to do something like that, just separate it. Not a huge deal if not. But anyways, we're going to be moving on and selecting tokens. So if we select 0, then that's just going to max out amount of tokens. So it can do 5,000, it can do 1,500, but we're just going to do something like 600. So highly doubt it's even going to use 600, but we'll go ahead and use that. So now what we want to do is, just actually go ahead and connect this to Facebook. But before we do that, we just want to test this. So we'll go ahead and run this module only. But before we do that, we'll actually have to give it some information. So I'm going to give it the its last result. So this is the summary of the article that it just gave me. And we'll go ahead and copy this and just add that. So put that in, and we'll just see what it gives us. So it might take a little bit longer just because, I gave it a lot of information that it has to follow everything specifically. So once that comes up, you go to your output, go to choices, drop that down, content, and here it is. So this is my post that will be for Facebook. So I can have it, I can tell it to do shorter posts or anything like that. You can make edits so easily. So basically, it's just saying, ready to elevate your social media game. The future of social media marketing lies in the power of AI. So from streamlined content creation to boosting engagement, AI tools are transforming the way brands connect with their audience. And then it says, here's how, and then breaks all that down. So I would like to remove some of these things, and this just comes with prompting. So if you wanted to, remove some of these asterisks, or if you wanted to remove the emojis, or just shorten everything, make it more concise, so it's more tailored for your specific platform and how you would normally post, you can so easily do that with just a little bit of prompting. So what you can do is just add another GPT module, And so I'll show you real quick. So we'll just create a completion. And what you're going to do is route that to this module right here that just gave you the output. Choose a random model, choose role, system. So I want you to say fix grammar and remove asterisks. So, and make the post shorter. So then you'll just give it your last model. So here's the response right there. Then you'll click OK, and then you can just run this once you put in your tokens. So if you run this, then it'll make your changes, and that can be your finalized output. So super simple. And now we're going to actually connect this to Facebook. So we'll go to Facebook pages and create a post. So how you actually link this up, also do is just, find your connection, click add, click save, and then it'll prompt you to Facebook where you just log into your account. So for now, we're just going to be choosing our Facebook page, and then we'll be choosing our output. So that's going to be this right here. And we'll click OK. So you could also include images and everything like that, but I'm going to get into that later because I want to include images just for Instagram and I believe it was Twitter. So yeah, I think that looks good for now. And let's go ahead and add our next module, and we'll just go ahead and copy that. So this is going to be for Twitter. So copy this, paste that in there. And here's what it looks like. So basically, I'm giving it the article summary again. So this is all, kind of the same thing, and we're just kind of copying and pasting, but, we're adding little nuances to each different platform because not every platform should be following the same procedures. So article summary, giving it that, telling it to assume the role of AI automation expert again, but we're tweaking everything just for Twitter. So we're making concise posts. We're having the formatting be a little bit different. We're giving it a character limit, giving it some more clarity, and telling it not to begin with emojis, but you can use emojis and all of that. So here I just gave it some example texts. So as you can see, also, don't forget I have these documents. So for Twitter and everything, you can find this document in my Facebook community if you would like to copy this prompt. But I highly encourage you to do this yourself because it's super important to learn how to, prompt properly. So let's go ahead and give it some information. So we will try running this and just see what happens. So we'll give it that choices, similarly as before, and paste it into the content. So we'll click OK, and we'll see what this output looks like. So this will be specifically for Twitter. So it's creating a pretty short tweet, but it's including hashtags, emojis, and everything important. So it just says AI is transforming social media. So from content creation to audience engagement, AI tools are making management more efficient and impactful. And then it asks a kind of a call to action to just cater towards engagement and provoke people to reply. So it's asking, how is your brand leveraging AI for better social media strategies? So you could change the call to action however you would like. You could do similar to before it, as I included a GPT module, which just made edits for me. But now we're just going to connect this to Twitter. It's not that one. So we want to create a post. So we'll create. Then we'll just input the text response. So there's our GPT module that we just got the output from, and we'll include the text content there. So once you run this, it will post on Twitter. So I don't want to actually run these right now because it's going to post on my accounts, which I'm not looking to do right now. But next up, we're going to be focusing on Instagram. So we'll go ahead and copy this, and we'll paste this down here, and we want to just connect this to our router. So link that up, and let's go ahead and see what this looks like. So I gave it, so basically I'm training this on GPT-4o again, giving it the article, same as before, telling it the same role and everything. So you're an AI automation expert, but this is for Instagram instead. But I'm telling it to, or I'm instructing it differently. So I'll close this out. So I'm giving it some example posts. So I would like a powerful Instagram post strategy, blend personal milestones with valuable insights. And then as you can see in this example, I'm just including hashtags, percentages, and all that. So let's go ahead and give it some more context to actually run this module. So just copied the article summary. So let's go ahead and run this and give it that context. So we'll paste that in, and we'll see what this does now. So just finished running, and we'll go to choices. So this should be pretty short just because it's an Instagram post. So it actually came out to be a little long-winded, which I wouldn't really want for my Instagram. I would like this to be, at least a few paragraphs shorter. But anyways, here's the summarization. So I would like it to remove these asterisks once again. So that just comes down to prompting. So what you can do there is just add another GPT module, make those edits, give it the proper routing to connect to this. But anyways, it's just saying, scheduling and project management. So it's summarizing this article right here. Same as before, we're not doing anything different. And now we're just going to connect this to Instagram. So we'll go to Instagram for Business, and we'll create a photo post. So to get your photo URL, we'll actually have to generate an image. So we're going to go ahead and go here, copy this module, and I'll show you what it looks like in a second, just so you can do it yourself. So we'll paste this in, and we're just going to slide that into this middle right here. So basically, I'm just using a DALL-E 3 model, which is the latest and best from OpenAI, but you could also use DALL-E 2 if you would like, if you don't want to spend as many tokens. But essentially, I just wanted to create a 1080 by 1080, which is also just a 1:1 ratio. And I'm just telling it to create this image based on the summary. Then I give it the summary. So let's go ahead and see what it generates. So find this context. Actually, we'll have to go ahead and find the input. So we'll grab this article summary, and we're going to go ahead and give it to the DALL-E 3. So we'll see what it comes up with and how the image looks. But you could even include it to say things like don't include text, because a lot of the times when you're using text with these images, it doesn't come out proper. Sometimes it will just be gibberish and you can't, read any of the picture at all. So let's just see what it did for this. So let's go ahead and extend this, and we're just going to grab the URL. So grab this and we'll paste it in here. So as you can see, it's trying to say AI social media tools, but it's kind of gibberish right here. So for future reference, probably just tell it to, not include any text, because if it's just an image like this, that's totally fine. But anyways, let's go ahead and come back to our automation and just route this to Instagram so we can actually run it. So go to Instagram, find the photo URL, which can be found from so here's the DALL-E 3 create an image. And we'll just go ahead and go to choices, message, or let me make sure this is the right one. So it's number 12. And let's make sure we find the number 12 one. So we're actually going to delete this real quick just to make sure everything's updated, because this one isn't coming up. So we'll just go ahead and go to Instagram, create a photo post. Once this loads up, you'll find, okay, so there's the generate an image tab, and you'll find the data right here and the URL. So now we just want to put in our caption, and that would be this right here. There's the content, and we'll click OK. So if we run this, it's actually going to post on my Instagram. It's also going to post on X and Facebook. Now, last but not least, we're going to be posting for LinkedIn. So go ahead and copy this once again. Come down here, and we're just going to link this up once again to our router. So organize this however you would like. It's a little messy right now, but anyways, let's go ahead and get to the specifics of how I prompted this. So giving it the article again, giving it the summary and the role. So assume the role of knowledgeable LinkedIn expert in AI automation, but I'm just telling it to post for LinkedIn. So it's going to be longer. These have to be more engaging, and the value should be, more hard hitting and more direct. So giving it all these additional details. So you can check out all this for yourself, from this document that I'll share in my community. So here's the examples and everything and all these specific instructions. But anyways, this all comes down to prompting. So I highly recommend you focus on this yourself and prompt everything yourself, just so you can learn. So do max tokens, we'll do like 1,000 this time. So probably not even going to use that much. So we're going to run this and just give it the input, and we'll go to content, and we'll wait a second to see what that looks like. And then what we're doing from here is just connecting it to LinkedIn. So you could also generate an image for LinkedIn if you would like. A lot of the times, if you do post an image, it allows you for higher engagement, just getting more views and everything like that. So we'll go to choices and see what this output gave us. So as you can see, this is what the structure looks like. So there's no asterisk, which is good. So we won't have to include any more edits. So I actually think this is a pretty solid post. So it's basically just saying a summarization, which is AI social media tools are transforming how we create and manage content on social media. Imagine having always posted content at random times and wondering why some posts get less engagement. And then let's see what the call to action is. So let's discuss, are you using AI in your social media strategy? How has it impacted your engagement and content creation? And it says to learn more about these AI tools and their benefits, check out the full article on BrandWatch. So now we just want to connect this to LinkedIn, and how you do so, search up LinkedIn. and you will create a user text post. But if you want to include an image, you just click on this one right here. You could also include videos, but we'll just do text posts for the time being. And the content is just going to be the last module, which is 14, and we'll choose the content and we'll click OK. So if you were to run this, it will post on LinkedIn. But essentially, that's what this finalized version looks like. So I'm going to move that over a little bit, make it a little bit more organized, or you can even just auto align it. One of the cooler things about make.com. So to wrap things up, we just built a powerful AI-driven social media system that transforms any idea, article, or your news pieces into optimized posts for any social media platform. So using these tools like Perplexity, custom GPT agents, and even DALL-E 3, which are free for the most part, you can now effortlessly post high-quality content across multiple social media platforms, saving you and your employees so much time. So this boosts productivity, ensures consistency, and enhances engagement, just addressing the main pain points of managing multiple social media accounts or just one in general. So if you're looking to implement AI automation systems like this and even plenty of other ones in your business to save time and grow, book a free one-on-one call with me through the link in the description. Also, join my free community for exclusive tips and strategies. Other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.